Prince Harry has reportedly drawn a line in the sand. Allegations suggest that Camilla is ignoring the Queen's last will, and Harry isn't standing for it. Will this power struggle between the royals finally push him to cut all ties? The truth behind the royal chaos will leave you stunned. For centuries, royal wills have remained a closely guarded secret, locked away from public scrutiny. Queen Elizabeth II's will was no exception. Traditionally, such documents are kept private to prevent conflicts within a monarchy. But what if this time things were different? According to reports, Prince William took a bold step, revealing key details from the will. This unexpected move sent shockwaves through the royal family. But why would William do this? Was he simply honoring his grandmother's wishes, or was there more to the story? Some sources suggest the Queen's final requests weren't just unexpected. They were groundbreaking. Not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I got to do something. Her decisions allegedly challenged long-standing traditions and left even senior royals stunned. But the biggest surprise? These revelations weren't just about wealth. They had the potential to reshape the future of the monarchy entirely. Now, the question remains, what exactly was in the will that created such chaos behind palace doors? And more importantly, how did this lead to Prince Harry threatening to sever ties with his own family? Stay tuned, because things are about to get even more intense. When the will's alleged contents were exposed, King Charles and Queen Camilla were reportedly stunned. Their reactions were anything but subtle. Insiders claimed there were heated discussions behind closed doors, with Charles struggling to process what had just been revealed. For years, the monarchy has followed a strict line of succession, ensuring power and wealth remain within its control. But if reports are true, Queen Elizabeth's final wishes may have disrupted this balance, leaving Charles with a difficult decision. On one hand, honoring the Queen's would uphold her legacy and avoid controversy. At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder. But on the other hand, going against it could preserve Charles's authority as king. And Camilla? Some say she wasn't pleased with certain details, especially if they limited her influence within the monarchy. The revelation led to private meetings, urgent discussions, and growing tensions among royal members. With Prince Harry and Prince William on one side and Charles and Camilla on the other, a deep divide was forming. The monarchy was no longer just a symbol of unity. It had become a battleground. And at the heart of it all, a single question remained. Was the Queen's will being honored or manipulated? Balmoral Castle has long been one of the royal family's most cherished estates. Nestled in Scotland, it was one of Queen Elizabeth's favorite places, holding deep personal significance for her. Naturally, many assumed it would be passed down to King Charles. But what if the Queen had other plans? Rumors suggest that instead of following tradition, the Queen may have intended to hand Balmoral to Prince William. This decision would have shaken the monarchy's hierarchy. Context is everything, as we know. Writing this book has been about making a clear statement about the future of royal leadership. But why would she do this? Some believe she saw William as the true next generation of the monarchy, a figure who could modernize the institution while still respecting its traditions. Others speculate that she may have wanted to send a message to Charles, one that could not be ignored. Naturally, this alleged shift in inheritance sparked conflict behind palace doors. Charles and Camilla were reportedly not happy about it, and tensions between William and his father only grew stronger. Could this dispute over one historic estate be the beginning of a much larger power struggle within the royal family? The Queen's jewelry collection is one of the most valuable in the world, filled with rare gems and priceless pieces of history. Many assumed these treasures would naturally be passed down to Catherine, the Princess of Wales. After all, she is the future queen consort. But shocking rumors suggest that some of these heirlooms were given to unexpected recipients, causing major disappointment. Among royal members, reports claim that certain pieces never made it to Catherine, leading to whispers of favoritism and hidden motives. One name that kept surfacing was, essentially from day one or maybe a couple of months in, when I suddenly realized, actually this is Camilla. Allegations suggest that she may have secured certain items for herself or redistributed them in ways that did not align with expectations. Was this a move to protect her own status within the monarchy, or was it simply the result of private arrangements made before the Queen's passing? Either way, this jewelry dispute only added fuel to an already burning fire within the royal family. And for Prince Harry, this may have been one of the final straws that led him to question the legitimacy of the entire process. For Prince Harry, this situation wasn't just about inheritance. It was about honor and respect. Sources claimed that he was deeply troubled by the alleged disregard for the Queen's final wishes. Harry has already distanced himself from royal life, but this latest revelation may have pushed him to his limit. Reports suggest that he warned his family. If Camilla refused to respect the Queen's will, he would cut all ties permanently. For years, Harry has struggled with the weight of royal expectations. This latest dispute may have only solidified his belief that the monarchy is out of touch with what truly matters. But does this mean he's ready to walk away completely? Some insiders believe that this is his final stand, a moment where he must choose between his family name or his personal values. And if he follows through with his threat, the royal family could be facing its biggest internal crisis in decades. Camilla's role in the monarchy has always been a subject of debate, but now her influence is under more scrutiny than ever. Since stepping into the position of queen, she has solidified her place in royal history. But is she doing more behind the scenes than people realize? Some sources claim that Camilla has been working strategically to maintain control over royal assets, power, and influence. If these rumors are true, it could explain why Harry and William are growing increasingly frustrated with how things are being handled. Could Camilla really be maneuvering to reshape the monarchy in her own vision? Reports suggest that certain key changes in the will may have been influenced by Camilla's presence. Traditionally, the Queen's final wishes should have been executed without interference. But if there were any last-minute adjustments, who was responsible? Some believe Camilla may have had a hand in shifting key inheritance decisions, particularly regarding jewelry, properties, and financial distributions. Was this done out of personal interest, or was she simply ensuring that Charles remained in full control? Even more controversial is the suggestion that Camilla's name may not have been as prominent in the original plans. Some insiders speculate that the Queen had different intentions for key royal assets, but that decisions were subtly altered to strengthen Camilla's position. If this is true, it raises serious questions. Was the Queen's will truly honored, or was it modified behind closed doors? Regardless of where the truth lies, one thing is certain. Camilla has more power than ever before. For years, she remained in the background, gradually earning public acceptance. Now, as queen, she commands more authority than many expected. Some royal insiders claim that she has become one of the most influential figures in the monarchy, making key decisions alongside King Charles. But is this power being used to preserve tradition, or is Camilla restructuring the royals' future in her favor? One of the most talked about moments was her decision to drop the title Queen Consort and simply be addressed as Queen Camilla. This move, while symbolic, sent a clear message. Camilla is not just standing beside the king. She intends to leave her own mark on the monarchy. Could this be why Prince Harry feels the need to take a stand? Is he witnessing a power shift within the family that goes against his grandmother's wishes? As the controversy over the will continues, the battle within the monarchy grows more intense. Camilla remains at the center of speculation, with some seeing her as a strong, necessary leader, while others question her growing control. For Prince Harry, this may be his final breaking point. If the Queen's last wishes are being ignored or altered, does he have any reason left to remain connected to the royal institution? With the monarchy already facing internal fractures, can they afford another public rift? Or will Camilla's increasing influence push the family even further apart? With tensions running high, the royal family faces a critical moment. Will they honor the Queen's last will, or will they choose to rewrite history? Prince William has positioned himself as a leader for the future, but Charles and Camilla's influence remains strong. If this dispute isn't resolved, could it weaken the monarchy in ways no one expected? As for Prince Harry, if he follows through with his final warning, it could send shockwaves through the royal institution. This battle isn't just about titles and wealth. It's about legacy, respect, and the future of one of the most famous families in the world. Now it's time for you to